Hello classic rock fans. Today we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Bruce Springsteen's landmark 1984 album Born in the USA, which of course is one of, if not his most popular album of all time, and it was the record that made him one of the absolute superstars of the 1980s. Now unfortunately, oh hello! Alright, this is my cat Bruce. I guess he's going to be joining us for this one. Now, unfortunately, I am not going to be unveiling a big box set to commemorate this 40th anniversary, which was what a lot of Springsteen fans were hoping for, as they put out some great box sets for previous anniversary reissues of Springsteen records. Instead, this one is just a reissue of the album on a color disc, but I'm going to unbox this, take a look, see if there's any extras packaged with it. Now I do have my used copy of Born in the USA, which I bought many years ago, just to be a point of reference to see what was different about the packaging of that album back then versus what we have today. So let's get this opened. So when I ordered this album, it made me go through a record store's website instead of Amazon, which I thought was pretty cool. So I went through Record Head, which has a location here in Milwaukee. So props to Record Head. Came on certified frustration-free packaging. So let's see if that's truth in advertising here. Okay, yeah, here. Nope. I'm just not good at opening packages? Come on. Answer my own question, yeah. Frustration-free? I don't know. I don't know if it's frustration-free, but then again, I'm kind of a special case. And here we go. Nice! Look at that, huh? Look at that ass. What do you think, Bruce? Yeah, maybe he's not into it. Alright, we got the hype sticker. 40th anniversary limited edition on translucent red vinyl featuring Dancing in the Dark, Glory Days. Includes exclusive lithograph plus a booklet with archival photos and a new essay. Oh, okay, so we are getting at least some new stuff with this one. Alright, Bruce lost interest, which is just fine. Easier to film this. So here it is, unpackaged. I'm going to get my Rambo knife / letter opener, and we'll see what's inside. Appropriately using the Rambo First Blood Part 2 knife today, because that movie was released right around the time Born in the USA was put out. Okay, my Sylvester Stallone Signature Edition letter opener. Okay, let's see. Don't want to damage anything. Okay, taking the plastic off, but definitely keeping that hype sticker. And let's see. Whoa, wait a minute. We got a gatefold here. Whoa. Hello. Hell yeah. That looks fantastic. That, of course, one of the most iconic photos of Bruce Springsteen. Really says it all about him in this era, as this was really the proper start of his stadium tours. Like, this is when he became a stadium act, and the Born in the USA was one of the biggest tours of the 80s. All kinds of ticket stubs and, you know, flyers over here. Very cool. Love this. Absolutely love the gatefold. Let's see, is there anything in this front pouch? Oh, okay, yes. Okay, here we go. Born in the USA, 40th anniversary. Looks like one of the Annie Leibovitz photos of him. So I guess is the lithograph. And here is the booklet with, of course, one of the other iconic Annie Leibovitz photos of Bruce. I think this was from the single of Born in the USA that this was used for. And yeah, okay. So we got a booklet in here. with an essay that starts on the first page. Great picture of Bruce right there. Second page, got more photos. The essay continues on. You can see members of the E Street Band right over here. Okay, 1984 Music Awards. Bruce! Yeah, okay. More photos and newspaper clippings. Look at this one with him in the sunglasses up in the corner. Great stuff. Oh, and here's just a great shot of the E Street Band. Take a look. How cool. Really takes you back. Except, of course, I wasn't there. I was not around when this album was released. And the last pages in the booklet here, another one of the iconic photos of Bruce from this tour. Yeah, just look it up. Thousands of screaming fans behind him. What a life this guy's had. That's excellent, though. Very good. Love the booklet, and can't wait to read the essay. Okay, well, let's get to the real stuff right here in the second part of the gatefold. Okay. Oh, now this is interesting. This looks real familiar. First, here's the lyrics sheet with a photo of Bruce leaning up against a tree. And here is the packaging. Photo of Bruce in the credits. And a bunch of pictures of the E Street Band on the back. And you can see the album poking through, but we'll get to that in just a second. This part is interesting because this is a recreation of what was originally packaged back in 1984. Here's the lyrics sheet with the same photo of Bruce up against the tree. And yeah, here he is in 1984. Here's the E Street Band in 1984. So wow, yeah, nice recreation there. I don't get a lot of reissues for new vinyl, so I don't know if replicating the original packaging like this is standard. If it is, well, then this is nothing special. But if not, hey, kudos to them for that detail. Oh wait, what am I putting this away for? I still got to show you the disc. Come on, Joe, what are you doing? Okay, gotta be careful here. Whoa, look at this. Beautiful translucent red. And it's looking pretty clean. Wow, nice. Okay. Spoke too soon. Little schmutz right there. But that's just a particle. I guess I can't complain too much. There you go, there's side two. It's just when I've gotten new vinyl, I've noticed it's not as clean as I think it should be when it's, you know, brand new and shipped out. But this is pretty good. This is in great shape. Obviously, no scratches or anything. Just a beautiful disc. So, why don't we do a play test, see how this sounds. Sounds great. You just can't beat it. You can't beat the bus, and you can't beat this record. You know, I know with diehard fans, this is not the most popular record. Of course, with diehard fans, they tend to go to his earlier stuff, or you know, or the less popular records. I know most fans really like Darkness on the Edge of Town. I know with real diehards, even Born to Run is too popular to put in the #1 spot, which always cracks me up because I've listened to Springsteen's entire catalog. I've seen him 4 times in concert. He's one of, if not my favorite artist of all time. And this is my favorite record of his. I mean, Born to Run is like a close second, but this is one of my favorite albums of all time. This is like maybe a top 3. On some days, this is my favorite album of all time. There's no skips here, and some of these are my favorite songs. My dad had this record when I was a kid. This was the first Springsteen album that I became familiar with. I've always loved it. Very happy to see it reissued here, and that's why I made a point to get this reissue. Now, if you don't have this album on vinyl and you want to get a copy, I think I would actually recommend you get this new reissue, because the sad reality of record collecting today is that used copies of Born in the USA are probably about $30 or $35, which is such a total shame, because the copy I got, I got that probably 10 or 15 years ago, and I'm sure I got it for $4 or $5, because back then, given that Born in the USA was one of the most popular records of the 80s, there is no shortage of used copies out in circulation. You should be able to find that anywhere, and that wasn't any different back then. That's why they were priced so cheap. But now the popularity of record collecting, unfortunately, has ruined the pricing aspect of it. So yeah, that would be my recommendation for getting this one, because there's not really a cheaper option if you want this on vinyl. Also, to its credit, love the booklet, love the little lithograph. I love little extras like that. And it's a special occasion, so definitely check that out. Now, if you're not feeling particularly driven to buy an album you might already have to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA, there are actually two items you might want to check out instead. Both of them are books. First is the book that inspired the lyrics of the title track, Born in the USA, and that is Ron Kovic's Born on the 4th of July. I know a lot of kids read this when they're in high school. My high school didn't assign it, so I didn't read it back then, but I did read it recently, because this album has been on my mind this year. This book is incredible. It's a first-person history of the Vietnam War and the horrible reality of a veteran coming back from the war, wounded terribly, and trying to reacclimate to a society that didn't quite welcome the veterans back in the same way veterans from previous wars came back. It's one of the darkest and most painful books I've ever read, but it's American history. I think it's important to read, and if you read it, suddenly the bleak lyrics of the title song, Born in the USA, make a lot more sense. So very interesting to see what inspired Bruce on this project. And the second project that I want to give props to on the 40th anniversary of this record is this book, There Was Nothing You Could Do, Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA and the End of the Heartland by author Stephen Hyden. This is a fantastic history of the album, and also a great exploration of some larger cultural issues that surround this album. It's written by my favorite music writer, Stephen Hyden. This was just released like a month and a half ago. It is a stellar book. This is already probably my favorite book of 2024. So if you love Born in the USA and you want to read about it, this is brand new. This is definitely worth checking out. So I definitely got to give Stephen Hyden a shout out here for that. All right, that's all I got. Thank you for tuning in. If you got this reissue of Born in the USA, please let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. Otherwise, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and check out our social media links in the description below. And if you're a fan of classic rock, I would invite you to check out the podcast I do. It's all about classic rock. Got a lot of fantastic guests on this year. I think you're going to enjoy that. And more to the point, if you're a fan of this album specifically, please let me ask you again to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because the next episode of my podcast is going to be a deep dive into this record. Not really the brass tacks of how it was made, but we're definitely going to talk about what the title song is all about, how it's been misunderstood over the years, and some of the broader issues around the writing of this song and how it's been received. It's a project I'm very excited about, so we're going to continue the conversation about Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA here on this channel. I've talked to an author who wrote a book about Springsteen. I've talked to a podcaster who does a show about Springsteen. So, and all of that is about this album. So if you are a fan of this album, please stay tuned because we have a lot of fun stuff about this record coming up. But with that, I'll just say thank you again so much for watching, and keep rocking.